नमस्कार मुंबई, आज बुमाबूम करायला तयार का? We are at the iconic Wankhede Stadium, home to some great cricket matches in the past and venue for a mouth-watering contest between two former champions ready to go for the knockout punch. It is India versus England as we come up to toss time here at the Wankhede. For the Blues, ready to come out of the corner, punching, is Surya Kumar Yadav. For the Reds, CEO to Andy, who in turn will hand it up. She goes. Well, Harry, you won the toss. What have you decided?
And hopefully we can get off to a good start with the ball and then try and... I think so. Go out there and try and assess conditions as quickly as possible.
At the right time.
Yeah, hopefully, but T20. But I think the way that we've played throughout this competition, they're in good stead tonight.
Should be great atmosphere. This is...
And hopefully we can make it quite quiet.
And
go on, mate.
Surya, what would you...
And there's wind also around, so I don't think there'll be any dew. I mean, whatever I ask, they've been turning up really. Nothing is good.
After that hiccup against South Africa.
I mean, we've tightened our screws. We sat, we spoke completely different. So we just want to continue with that.
This is your back.
It goes to all the curators and the groundsmen who've done a wonderful... We're going with the same team.
Enjoy it today, Surya.
Cheers.
And they've decided to field first.
That time is upon us now. It is semi-final number 2 and we are here in the grand city of Mumbai for this epic encounter. A nation will be looking on locally as Surya Kumar Yadav leads his team against Harry Brooks, England. Nation there also watching on. Superstars on show tonight. It is a heavyweight clash. The toss was won by England. They elected to field first here at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. World Cup winner 1983 and Owen Morgan, former England skipper and captain of the World Cup winning England team in 2019. It will be a sea of blue in support of the home nation. The atmosphere will be palpable. England will have their support here as well. They'll be in the minority, but the players will be hoping to silence this vociferous home crowd. Out on the streets over the last couple of days and more so last night, the locals were asking who will win this contest, who comes out on top today. Many of them we met will be here, the flags unfolded. They make us a good visual of this matchup.
Good evening. Way to start in the semi-finals. So who's good on the given day? Past, it doesn't count. Good evening.
Itself played an absolute who has troubled him in the past. And then the match will to start. It's just been buzzing so far.
He's rolled back off the length. He's tucked him up. And he liked bowling on the surface here.
Coming through quite nicely in terms of colour. Almost know that there's swing always. Anyway, let's wait.
Yeah, there were many matchups throughout the game that will determine the outcome, but this is one that I'm... There is that shape. Naturally aware of the wicket.
That's over the top of mid-on. A couple of bounces. First boundary of the game. Well, he picked up length very quickly there. Almost as if he was expecting and waiting for it.
He played a similar shot against Zimbabwe where he punched it off the back foot for a 6, but...
Oh, that's big. Just using the pace and helping it over the boundary. So an electrifying start here, boundary and a 6 from Sanju Samson.
Not a great start from England for a match.
Line a good length here, make the most of this new...
There's the adjustment in length. Has to hurry. Fuller on the last. Beautifully timed. There's a man in the deep. So off. Sliced away. First boundary for Abhishek Sharma.
Nice start here for Abhishek. Isn't an easy shot. It was on the stump, not too much turn.
Like the intent from India. Normally in a big game, semi-final, might be a little tentative.
Just have a look at where Abhishek hits that first boundary from. If I'm right.
A little slower through the air there. No change in the Indian. He's taken it on the full and done exactly that. Charged very quickly down the track. Covered a lot of distance. Oh, that's in the air, should be taken. First wicket goes down. Jack striking. Abhishek looking for the big one. And mistiming it badly. And Sanju Samson just carrying on from where he left in the last over. Thriving on that pull shot.
Again.
That's in the air. Put down. A straightforward chance for the captain. It's a sitter. He can't believe it. Just looked to grab the ball towards the end.
The contest is on. It's all happening here. A wicket of...
That's huge. It's way up in the Tendulkar stand. My word, he's picking up the length quickly here, Sanju Samson.
That shot.
No signal. Might have got some pad on the... Oh, that's class. That's skill. And strike.
Facing more towards leg side and
Keeps that
the ball. Offer here.
certainly will. And one thing.
Sanju.
Cut away. Whipped on offer. And that's smashed through the offside.
Sanju just taking off from where he left off a few days ago. Not
Waiting, watching. And then...
Very good player of spin. That's this doing him in the air. Phil Salt finish off a bit more air.
nicely put away. Another player who plays spin extremely well. He's got the cut, the pull, the sweeps, go down the ground. First boundary for him. So apart from hitting the boundary, so very few dot balls.
Again, Jamie, but he's got to be a touch fuller if he wants to the international.
A good stop. The ball was travelling. Yeah, already the crowd, a lot of traffic outside, so a lot of people. That's flicked away. Beats the man in the deep. Both these players very aggressive. Good to have a right-hand, left-hand combination out there. Glorious. That's a glorious cover drive, over-pitched, and he's pounced all over it.
The last one was more on the leg stump and he flicked it. He was looking for that line outside off stump and Jamie Overton gave it to him on a platter here. He's holding across the seam. He doesn't want the ball to swing too much.
Well, there's some big by Archer over the years. And
short ball to end the over after 5. It's
It's the angle of the left armour, even if it's not swinging, just going across.
Not too far behind. He hasn't had too many
Slow ball, and he waited and waited, and because there was no pace on it, he couldn't belt it into the stands, so he just took the 4 option.
I think that's been the hallmark of Sanju Samson. I think the other day.
Beautifully played. He has been exquisite down the ground, but he's also at times played that back cut with pure class.
You combine that with the slower ball before, and this one is pace on, so he adjusted his bats.
Goes straight to that boundary fielder. Well, he's had to wait his chance. Short ball, looked too high from up here, it is too high.
Sunny, I find mind-boggling.
Pulled. Hasn't been timed, it'll only be a single, and that is the end of the power. India 67 for 1. Smashed. Absolutely nailed. First ball from Rashid has been dispatched to the boundary.
That brings up the 50 partnership. Glorious shot that from Sanju Samson. Look at the way it's been tossed up in the air.
Often starts with that ball. 51 in just 20.
Checking to see if it might be a double spin chip down the far end.
Different spinners.
78 kilometers per hour.
Just lost his shape there, Sanju Samson. It's 73 for 1 after 7. And that's why Dawson tries to hide it, but he hides it too wide.
Kishan is maybe going to watch a couple of deliveries.
Oh, fumble. It's nicely timed as well. The two fielders get round.
Samson.
He tosses it up. He could well go into out. That was poor bowling because you know Sanju Samson loves that shot, and he goes to a half century. Back-to-back half centuries for Samson. This one in just 26 deliveries.
It was an amazing shot once again. A man in form.
Then in that area, arm spin, where he goes into out and has a slog sweep, and it's gone all the way. An expensive first over for Dawson. 92 for 1 after 8. Oh, picked up sweetly and all the way into the crowd. His last 2 deliveries he's faced, he's belted for 6.
It was what you would call a slot ball. Something that the batters are looking to score maximum of just a...
Picked up, there's a man out there over his head, 6 more.
They're dealing only in 6s, the Indian batters, both these batters, superb timers of the ball. And you could say maybe that...
Wide, and 4 more. England don't know where to bowl to him at the moment.
Absolutely outstanding. And I thought Curran would try to take him wide and close off one side of the ground, but Samson is very...
Belted really hard, long on, does well, but mid-off can't cut it off.
Reaction of Adil Rashid was part disgust, part frustration. He put his hands to his head.
Down again, toe end of the bat. It should be taken. Long off comes in. It is taken. England needed that. Ishan Kishan goes.
And he's making them pay.
England are playing catch-up cricket, I'm afraid. A really poor start in the opening power play. I thought Jofra Archer will really
Keep the left-right combination going.
Shivam Dubey dispatches that into the crowd. 6 more to India.
Well, he's got a beautiful swing of the bat, Shivam Dubey. He's a tall guy, he's got long levers, and if you put it in his...
Going away and entice him into the shot, he will try.
You can't stop India, and Shivam Dubey has come out with some intent here at Wankhede.
Real problem for England. Their two bankers generally are Jofra Archer and Adil Rashid. Archer has gone round.
Up and over. Wow. The runs continue to flow, and it's the manner in which they're coming.
Another slow ball, another one that goes for a 6. Jofra Archer's slow balls really...
Stand and deliver. Sanju Samson. What a man, what a player.
This is an incredible shot. In fact, when he got back into the side against Zimbabwe, his very first boundary of his second ball, I think, was a 6 like this down the ground.
As well. Will Jacks now. Sanju Samson and tries to go big again. Silence at Wankhede as England strike back.
That's a big wicket, but that's a selfless shot. Sanju Samson just knowing, trying to maximize every ball that is available for Team India. Once. It's an interesting one. Surya, someone who picks gaps. Hardik is more the brutal end.
240. And the only silver lining in any cloud there for England, look from Jos Buttler's mind, who's been controlling, even if you're as out of sorts.
You the official troll in commentary.
India with the verse to get 300. They've on. Jacks is deafening it away from the left-hander, but if he bowls...
Quick single and good over from Will Jackson. The wickets. Sanju Samson 167 for...
Another fumble night, Harry Brook, and that's the second fumble.
West Indies. So India know the slow ball pumped down the ground for 4.
This was hit so hard, and he had to wait and wait and wait as Curran bowls this moon ball that just goes up.
Dhoni.
Down. High over extra cover and into the stands, over the Indian dugout.
Oh, brilliant from Shivam Dubey.
Ball must go. He does tuck it on the leg side. He'll try and get back for 2. And the answer is highest run chase in India. Slog sweep. Fielder over his head. 6 more.
Well, this is a shot that he plays so well. He can sweep from outside the off stump, middle stump, outside the leg.
Now I think he's got him there. He has. He's shuffled out of his crease. And Buttler, smart work from him. And Rashid has his second.
Yeah, he knows it. Just a slight advance. Goes for 11. India 190 for 4.
Googly to end his spell. 4 overs, 2 for 41. Adil Rashid. It's 190 for 4.
So Jofra's one of those, obviously Jamie Overton
who has two.
Not uppercut, sweet, one bounce four.
He does play that shot well. He actually waits for this kind of a delivery if he knows that the fielder is in the 30-meter circle.
Overton's noticed that Hardik Pandya is deep in his crease. He's almost back on his Hardik Pandya. He's got better at playing the nail pass mid-off. That is where he loves it. On a length, he throws his hands at it.
200 comes up with that drive from
backward of square. The outfield is quick, and that is four more. Hardik Pandya on the charge. Slower ball, long on, tries to get there, can't. That goes all the way for six.
he is a powerful striker of the ball, and that's his natural.
Run out chance gone. One stump to aim at. Dubé can't believe it. Hardik Pandya sort of called him and then sent him back.
But Dubé
hit leg side over long on. Archer's first ball has gone for six. He has had a very difficult evening.
Well, this is there certainly to be hit. You start, you're over. How do you come back from something like this?
Swing and a miss.
From Archer, you can see what Tilak is trying to do. Take wickets during this phase of the game.
Gives himself room. That is an incredible shot. That is an incredible cricket shot. It really is.
This has used the pace. Look at that ball was bowled at about 148 kilometers per hour. That is seriously quick delivery. And he's used the extra pace of Jofra Archer.
And that is going to be six more. Jofra Archer has no answer.
And the third one in the over as well. The accuracy not quite there. This stage of the game at this ground.
Yorker. And it gets through Tilak Varma.
Yes, the earlier deliveries were leg deliveries, and they were hammered by Tilak Varma. And the Yorker, very.
But he fetches it from outside off, and his first ball from Jacks disappears into the stands.
As he got a little bit of room, the swing is.
It doesn't take the single.
Yeah, I like this from Pandya. The matchup is in his favour.
Flat, straight, six more, 250 for India.
This is the reason why he didn't go for the single, because he knows that it'll be a lot easier for him to play this big shot than the left-hander.
Over left from Jamie.
Full and straight. This time Hardik wants two. I'm not sure he's going to get back. He shouldn't get back, and I don't think he does. Megs everyone. It goes through Chakravarti, it goes through Butler, and they'll come. Excellent innings. 253 for 7. Very.
England now, and in particular for this out of sorts when it began, Phil Salt and Josh Butler were ranked number 2. You're going to play for the last 2 or 3 games. Second over, they've been holding him back a bit. Kumar might think, well, the best thing here is to try and keep him.
It'll be interesting to see how. Within power play, he has a pretty, and I think used pretty early.
Well, his 2 deep fielders are a deep square leg, so largely you would expect it to give too much room outside the off-stump.
And he's got that fine and a boundary off the first ball. Just what England wanted.
Well, it's a hellish chase that's ahead of England, but if there's any ground where you can give it a good...
He's away. Good cricketing shot. One bounce over the rope.
And you know, in the entire tournament, that's probably the most confident shot that he's played. It's taken till the semi-final to play it.
Oh, good delivery. He squeezed that away. He'll get 4. Excellent Yorker.
And it's very unfortunate that he took out one of the two midfielders.
After the first over, 13 for no loss. That's up in the air, an opportunity. A wicket first ball for Hardik Pandya. And Phil Salt, the man to depart.
Perfect outcome for India.
Down the track, Hardik saw him, followed him. That's a beauty. That's the shape. That's the right length as well. Liam Dawson. That's well struck. Just getting his bat down on time. Ball hitting the pitch and then racing away.
Well, it's a frenetic start. You can see that Butler has no kind of... Fascinated to know about the next. That's been the big change that England have made, and it's a... It's that combination of, he's got to be...
Now that's well struck. That'll make him feel better. Boundary to end the unit of it, 25 for 1. Butler wants to, will have to...
A second over based on the little movement.
That's the perfect example of what we... To hit that ball through the offside.
He's got hold of that. One bounce over the rope. First boundary for Harry Brook.
It's not a bad option actually to Brook. I think it's a fair enough ball. Brook's great strength is hitting over.
That's over mid-off and will clear the fence as well. Oh, that's beautifully bowled, first ball. Oh, what a catch! What a catch that is! He's run over 20 yards there, Akshar Patel, and he's pulled off an absolute beauty. Superb slow delivery from Bumrah. Foxing. It swung away on the onside. It's gone the distance. Seen very often on this ground that you use the pace. Ball goes in that direction for sixes. Top edges go for sixes.